Jank. Jank, stop masturbating. We're live. And we're back, by the way. Welcome back to Source Shield. While Jank is busy spreading more of his salt the only way he knows how, by hand, apparently, we have another YouTuber in the house with us for another interview. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Azure4Sure, the Azure Adventurer.
What is going on, guys? It is Azure here.
Very nice, very nice. So for the fans out there watching who may not be familiar with your channel, would you like to just give them a quick synopsis of what it is that you actually do?
Sure. So yeah, a brief summary I'd say of what I do is I love to do Let's Plays, indie games, and also Sonic fan games, and much, much more.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Jank, Jank,
Yeah.
stop spreading your salt through the internet. I can see you. When you touch yourself like that, a puppy dies.
um, I guess the best way to start this, what I guess initially got you to start your YouTube channel. Actually, I guess that's the first question.
So what initially got me to start YouTube at all? That's a very good question, man. I would say what inspired me to start YouTube at all was just watching other content creators such as AVGN, Angry Video Game Nerd. Some
Mm-hmm.
call me Johnny, um, the Completionist, JonTron, and whatnot. And also a dash of the Game Grumps in there.
Oh
Forgive
yeah,
me.
Game Grumps channel more or less. um, the other question is, I definitely like we were saying earlier. We definitely know you play a lot of Sonic. So I guess as far as video game mascots and games, is Sonic is like the Sonic games like your favorite game?
I would say yeah. He's definitely my favorite in terms of mascots.
Mm.
Also because of the potential that Sonic has to ultimately become better. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're one of the diehards that stay with him. 'Cause I know some people after '06 they were kind of like, "Sign, go bye bye." We don't like to talk about that, but
Yeah.
but I'm definitely seeing on the channel. You're definitely playing a lot of fan games. I was about to bring this up, but I noticed you already touched it. I haven't played it yet. I downloaded it like 2 weeks ago. I just haven't touched it yet. How is that Sonic fighting game? I've been looking at gameplay for it.
So, just my initial thoughts on Sonic SmackDown. It actually came out way back when last year in 2019.
And then did another
And
update for it. They did another big update for it, from what I can tell.
yeah, there's been multiple updates. I did kind of step away from it for a while because there were changes going on, but I just lost interest in it and I decided to take a break. And
Yeah,
then I
because I have the initial, I think, gamma for the game back when it was like only like 3 characters,
mhm.
and it was really weird. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna drop it. And then I saw this update, and I was like, what the heck is this? This don't look like the same game I played back then.
Yeah, it's definitely come a long way. And I'm proud of what it's become.
hmm
And people are just
That's
spreading it
Yeah, I've
around.
actually still yet to check the game out. I'll have to actually watch your channel just so I can see exactly what this is
I
about.
think they even covered it on what was it? Game Explain even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Game Explained did cover.
Hmm.
That's how I saw it again. I was like, wait, I remember this game. Why did I act like it's a new game? And then once I saw the
Wait, when
gameplay, I
did
was like, this is not the same game I played back then.
when did Game Explain do that?
Like a couple
Recently.
days ago, like
Yeah.
literally not that long ago.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yep.
Okay,
It was
that's
super
why I don't know.
recent.
Hmm.
Um, and speaking of fan games, there's another Sonic game I want to bring up to you. Wonder if you played it yet. So let's have a little bit of flashback here. So you remember the song for which Sonic game was that for? Remember there's the one where remember the song Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic.
Oh, let
Not,
me see.
I'm trying to remember what old school. I know you're the Sonic.
Sonic 3D.
You said which one is it?
Sonic 3D Blast, if I remember
Okay, yeah,
correctly.
I think it was the intro for
Might have
Sonic.
been, yeah, one of those.
So you know, you might want to check it out. You know, there is a fan game right now. I don't know if it's out or not. I've been looking at trailers and stuff for it. It looks amazing.
Mhm.
There's a so you remember how the intro was drawn? Remember that art style?
Yeah.
The game is literally that entire art style. It looks amazing.
Seriously?
Yes. It came out it got announced like back in like I think February or March or something like that. And I saw it and everyone like freaked out. They're like, "Wait, this is the intro again?" They're like, "No, this is actually a game." I was like, "What?" Like think of like Sonic Mania or 3 or whatever. There's only like one level sort of done right now, but think of that but in the visualization of that intro, that art style.
That actually sounds
It's
sick.
That
it's
does.
really good. It's really
Definitely
good from
does.
what I saw in the trailer I saw and the gameplay. It looks really cool.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if I could track it down, hey, I'd give it a go.
Yeah, later on, like after this, I'll find it again and see if I can send you a link to it. I don't know if there's a demo out for it or not. I'll have to find that out. But if there is, I'll definitely let you know.
Cool.
But so
I
here's
appreciate
I
it.
guess here's the other question. Out of all the Sonic games you played, well, okay, I'll do two questions. I'll do one via the actual trademark games by Sega, and I'll do a fan one, I guess too. So
Okay.
I guess the question is, if there was a favorite Sonic game, what would be your favorite?
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but
It's oh
Sonic,
six, right? It's definitely oh 06, isn't it?
no, Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm just kidding.
Psych.
Oh man.
Sonic versus the Black Knight, is that what I heard him say?
Oh no.
Okay. I'd
Trolls.
No.
rather pick that than pick another game. I'd rather pick that than pick like
Yeah,
some of the
no.
other games. So
I never even played Sonic and the Black Knight.
I've never played it, but the ending looked like something from G Gundam, and I thought that was kind of cool.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's a scene.
Don't
Spoiler.
listen, don't listen to him. This is the guy who thinks that G Gundam is the only Gundam in
No,
existence
I
and
know
thinks
there's
it's the
other
greatest
ones.
thing
There's
since
Flight of
sliced pie.
Orphans and all the other ones, but it's the way he did it. And I think it didn't help that somebody did a video that changed the ending scene to that. It didn't help either online. So he gets the knight's outfit. So at the very end of the game, you know how he becomes supersonic in the game, like in every single game at the end.
Yeah.
This time he gets the Chaos Emeralds or something like that, and the armor turns like this golden color. And you remember, Surge, how uh, what's his name does the Shining Finger sword nonsense?
Yeah.
Sonic basically does that same
Domo
thing. Yeah,
Kachu.
Domo does that. He does the exact same thing to defeat the enemy. And I was watching somebody replace the audio with Domo Kashi. I was just dying laughing. I was like, okay,
Wow.
I mean, Team Four Star technically did the same thing with that short they made with Trunks
yeah,
from Super, if you remember that.
that's true. But I guess back on the topic though. So you said what was it? What did you say your favorite Sonic game was initially?
Sonic Adventure 2, hands down.
Regular two or two battle? I'm
Um,
assuming two battle.
honestly, either or. But I'm just gonna go with
They're essentially
battle.
the same
Yeah,
game.
just because it has more features. I'm gonna go with battle.
That's what's up. Battle was a really good game. I think of all the Sonic games, I know I played like 2 and 3 when I was a kid. I think Battle, I think I played honestly the most next to Adventure. Oh no, 2 I think I played the most, and I think that had mostly to do with either the versus mode and like the Child Garden. I used to be that person with the Child Garden trying to do the races and crap. Man,
Those were really fun.
You
They need to come
you know
back.
what's funny?
what?
I felt like Sonic Adventure 1 was actually better formatted than 2. So if I had to pick between the two, it's 1.
I think I understand that too. I think one, yeah, one I think was the most jaw dropping one for me, but and I can see why you said, because that game wasn't as linear. Sonic 2 was like you have to go this, is this Sonic 1 Adventure 1, and it just kind of kept you guessing. It was like, okay, what's this? Like, who's this? Who's this E102? Who's Big the Cat? which we don't want to talk about those missions. But yeah,
Froggy.
Oh no.
wait, so now that we know that's your favorite
That
game,
was actually pretty
then
good.
I guess what's your favorite 2D game then? Because I should have said 3D and 2D because that can help me get the other game out of it.
Um, so favorite 2D Sonic game. Is Mania an option or is that no?
Yeah, Mania. You can put Mania. It's 2D. It counts.
Um, then yeah, I'm gonna go with Mania.
Because a
My
lot of
only
people been
thing,
saying Mania, and from what I've
You know what?
seen,
I still haven't sat down and played Mania yet.
Mania is basically 2 and 3, but overly remastered,
yeah, that
and a
was my
lot
only
of changes
problem.
based on the few levels I played, and it's amazing, and the music is disgustingly good.
Oh my gosh, yes, I even have the soundtrack for Mania on vinyl. Even yeah, I bought it
Wait,
and
whoa, they have it on vinyl?
yeah,
That's actually
Uh
kind of
oh.
sick.
A DJ's wet dream just came true.
That's
yeah, it's
actually
awesome.
kind of sick.
It is, yeah, so cool.
It's funny.
Um,
All vinyls are coming back and stuff now.
yeah, I even got them for the other two adventure games as well. They're gigantic though. It's like $150 set. It's
Oh
insane.
Lord! Oh my God!
Yeah, it's and I pre-ordered that when it came out. I was like, I'm reserving that.
Dear
So,
Lord, how many? You said it's $150. How many songs are on there? Like what?
uh, I'd say
It has to be.
at least like 3 dozen or more.
So it's about like
It's
30
not
something songs.
the entire soundtrack though. It
But
unfortunately
it's
is like in
probably the
a
best
it's
songs
abridged.
though.
Hmm.
Assuming it's the best songs.
Yeah, it's like a greatest hits in a way.
But
Like they combed through the whole soundtrack and I guess like they handpicked what they thought would be um the most preferred.
oh, okay, that makes sense. That'd
So
be the right thing to do. And I
Nah,
guess
just give me the whole soundtrack at that point. I'm sorry.
so.
Just give me the whole soundtrack.
So Rich, since we're talking about songs, if there was a favorite song for Sonic, of all the Sonic games, what would it be? There's a lot of them.
um
That's a tough one. I mean, you got Mystic Cave, which is good. You got the okay. I'll say this. Let's make it easy. I'll split into two categories. Songs that don't have words, and a song that does have words. We'll do that.
okay. So
That make it a lot easier.
Okay, so
'Cause
one stage song and one maybe like an opening or a character song.
well,
Maybe
no, like
would
just
be
a
the best
just
way
a
to say
song
it.
with words in it. Like so, like because like maybe something like
Well,
well,
well, that's the reason why I said it that way. Think about it. How many stage songs in Sonic actually have lyrics?
only a
probably,
few. Only a
probably
few.
except for the final boss. Usually, it's always the final boss or something like that.
Mm.
Well, the final boss is always the main theme of the game
Yeah.
anyway.
So,
Yeah.
but what you think? What you think?
Um so for instrumentals, I'm actually going to go with what's it called? The Pyramid Cave from Sonic Adventure
Ooh,
2.
he's actually not picking like a song everyone else picks. I
And
actually like
no.
that answer.
And there's a remix of it that the Japanese guitar player from Crush 40 he did on like a solo album actually, and he remixed the song and redid it with like an entire band behind him, and it sounds amazing. He added new sections to the song, and
Oh, I have to hear
it's
Yeah,
that.
you gotta
amazing.
send a link to that later.
Like
I definitely gotta see that mess.
no one's been like
Right.
talking about it. It just kind of went under the radar. I know that they had like a festival in Japan a few years back, and they he was there and he showcased it. He played through the entire, I guess, soundtrack or a majority or two of the songs. But yeah, I'd go with Pyramid Cave.
Yeah, Pyramid Cave is not it's a good song, but it's not the popular pick, and that's probably why. Because everyone's like, oh, it's Green Hill Zone, and it's the usual, the initial one. So it's always those that get put. I'm glad you brought that because I usually don't think about that
Oh
song.
yeah.
It's really catchy too.
That's
Um,
actually cool.
that actually would have been good with vocals. They could have probably added them. I don't know who they would have
I'm
got to
pretty
sing.
sure you can find some fan person who put vocals behind because a lot of I've seen some people do it. They take the original song. Yeah.
I don't know, man. If I've learned anything from the Guilty Gear soundtrack is that some things shouldn't be touched with vocals.
Oh man,
So speaking of vocals, um,
the vocal one. So I guess this is the vocal answer now.
yes.
Yep.
Oh, here we
So
go. Is he going to say the two main songs, or are you going to say something out of the blue? That's the question.
all right. So my favorite song I'd say that has vocals in it would have to be which one was it? It's not a Crush 40 song, actually.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna
Now
say
I'm
that at
interested.
first, but I mean, it's like that's like I don't know. I mean, there's a bunch of other good music too. It's all good.
Wait, is it LB Remix Factory?
No,
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, oh, he likes the Silver song. I won't lie, that song is good, but
I mean, like '06, those
I
are
actually use that song as a ringtone for somebody. I won't tell you who, but I do use it as a ringtone.
those are guilty
I
pleasure
like that
songs.
song.
No, I'd have to say,
His
mm,
world
no, it's nothing from Sonic '06. You know,
Granted, I do love that song. I won't lie, that song's actually pretty good. A lot of the vocal songs on that soundtrack was actually pretty good.
that's what it was. It's called "It Doesn't Matter,"
what game is it from?
Oh, that's the original theme for Sonic from the original Sonic Adventure.
and there's two different versions of it.
You said
Yes, it
what? He
is.
said what's the name of the song?
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, by
Oh
Tony Harnell.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. People don't use. I'm surprised.
I actually like
I
that
would, I,
song
I,
a lot.
I thought Josh was gonna be that person like, oh, it's Cityscape or Open Your Heart, which I'm not gonna argue with either.
They're good. I mean, especially seeing them live, it's like, whoa. Yeah, it was insane.
I guess
Uh,
if you were to take those songs out though, like live, if you took out, I say this, if I took out Live and Learn, Open Your Heart, and Cityscape, which those are like the definitive answers usually, I'll have to say it'll be either Sonic Boom. I love Sonic Boom intro song. I love that.
mhm.
And I will have to say this is a weird pick for a lot of people. I actually when I first heard Sonic Colors intro, I actually really liked that song. And it was one of the times where Sonic and I think part of the reason for it is the meaning behind it and how I interpret it compared to other people. It was like one of those scenarios where it's like Sonic was going through a rough year where he came out with these to what fans would say a questionable games besides like Generation was like the comeback game, but before Generations, in my opinion, the real comeback game as far as eye opening. There's other games that are really good too that people put on the radar, like in the Secret Ring. Secret Rings was a good game too. But anyway, um, it was it was that intro song because it was like Sonic Colors was that new game, and you're like, wait, Sonic Colors actually looks like a good game. It looks good. It's actually no nonsense. It's just a straightforward game. Besides like the little alien thing, but other than that, it was a good game. And I thought that was cool. Like in it, and the I'll reach for the star. Like that whole thing was like it was sick. It was sick.
You know what's funny?
Mm.
You know what song DH Knight wouldn't say out loud, but he really, really likes?
What?
Always sings it all the time. The Sonic Heroes theme.
Sonic Hero. That actually not a bad song
Yeah, that one. I actually hated that song. I don't know why. I
because
think
it's
it's the
so
melody.
generic compared to all the other songs.
Yeah, it's very
That's
repetitive.
actually probably
It
why.
sounds super generic. Like all the
It
other songs you
does.
try, just like we're just letting you know this game is called Sonic Heroes, and we want you to let you know it's called Sonic Heroes just to remind you.
At least
Yeah, really.
the rest of the soundtrack for Heroes is pretty good though.
That's
Oh yeah,
well, Sonic never
the
had a
game is
bad
like the
soundtrack. Let's
game is
get
Yeah,
that straight.
surprisingly really
Sonic
good
never.
on
They may
video.
have bad games, but they never had a bad soundtrack. I will
mm,
admit that. I've
very
never
true.
heard a song
Yes,
I said I
that's
didn't
something
like.
I think we can all
I
agree
mean, I
on.
will say there's songs I like better than the others, but I'll never say there's a song I didn't like.
I agree.
Yeah. Uh, and just to answer the question myself, if I had to pick non-vocal, it would actually be an older game, uh, a stage that most people don't think about that actually had good music. Oil Ocean.
Huh?
It was actually one of my most favorite themes from Sonic 2.
Hmm.
That's cool. I'll say it'd be hard. It's my I don't think I have an exact answer for a non-stage, but I can name a couple
Mystic Cave,
that I
just be
really
real.
like.
It's Mystic Cave.
Chemical
It's
Plant
Mystic Cave.
was pretty sick.
That's a good one.
Like that song was sick.
That's a good shout.
Because no one
That's a
ever
really good
talks about.
shout.
I know it's only like the second zone or whatever, but it's like
Yep.
the second or third zone or whatever, and no one talks about. Even though I hated this stage, I always liked this song, and I didn't appreciate this song until after I heard Dwayne and Brato's version of the song because I used to hate the stage as a whole.
Oh, the chemicals
No,
one.
not that, not that. The second
Oh,
song I'm about to talk about that Mystic Cave. Mystic Cave. I had a personal hatred for it, and it wasn't in the event. It's because it was initially So me and my brother used to play the two-player mode Sonic Adventure 2, not Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 2, right? And and you
oh
see how you remember
no,
how
the versus
confusing the
mode with the
stage was?
terrible version of the song.
No, no, Mystic Cave was
Yeah, but during the versus mode, you didn't get that on the two doing a. Oh, you meant just play the game itself, two player.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
all
just
right.
playing it, and it just.
See, most of the time when you say that, I automatically assume you're talking about the
But
versus mode
no, but
because
the versus mode too. I didn't know the song was different. I probably didn't notice. I didn't know the song was actually different.
yeah, completely
But I
different.
know the two-player mode and versus mode was very confusing because it was the only level that can go left and right. Like you go left, and you know how Sonic
Yeah,
always go to the right. He always runs to the right most of the time. This is the stage
yep,
where he goes to the right and he can go to the left. So you're like, wait, am I running backwards? And the game won't tell you you're running backwards like in the newer games. The newer games like you're running backwards. Like this game was like, we don't know. It is what it is. Like if you run the wrong way, you run the wrong way.
oh, you shouldn't be a scrub at Sonic, scrub. That's basically what it
Gotta
told you.
go
Oh, and
fast.
the other vocal song, one more vocal song, and this is a sleeper one, is the Pumpkin Hill song.
I love that one.
That's a very huge sleeper song in my.
Okay, I don't consider it a sleeper song when everybody talks about it.
Mm. I don't hear people talk about it
Just
much.
saying.
I always hear the other two, the Open Your Heart and Live and Learn and all those. That's it.
Uh, you know what I always hear a lot of? Well, I hear those two, but you know what else I always hear a lot of? Mount Me, Knuckles theme.
Which one is that one?
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah. Uh, the
The
original one.
longer one.
Yeah.
I
That
gotta
one.
The
see.
Oh.
the one with the actual jazz in
Yeah,
it.
there's two different.
I gotta rehear that song because my mind's
Yeah,
going to blank right now. I don't really remember that.
I think the singer's name is Marlon Saunders, if I'm correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
he should have stuck around.
Yep. But it's funny because out of all those vocal songs, you know which one I actually like that nobody talks about and nobody pays attention to? Tails' theme from
Tails.
the
that was the next
first.
thing I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna fly high. Like I was just about to say
Yes.
that. That was gonna be the last song I say. It's funny. You took it right out my mouth.
That is a very good one. Though.
That's my absolute favorite one. I love that song.
It's really upbeat.
It really is.
Especially when you hear it and you find out the airplane actually has importance in the game because you always see it in Sonic 3 the airplane in the game of 2 and you're just like what's
Yep.
up with the airplane and you find out there's more to the airplane than meets the eye and it becomes the Tornado 2 and that song's playing and you're like what the heck. That was like one of the coolest things for Tails, like, oh, by the way,
Oh
my
yeah.
airplane is this fighter jet transformer, the Autobot thing or whatever, apparently.
You know what would have been really cool?
What's up?
I don't know how they would have pulled this off in 1998, 1999. I don't know. But can you imagine how awesome that would have been if you could have free roamed like in the tornado though, flying around as Sonic or Sonic and Tails and switch
Oh,
between
he,
them?
he just rides on the top or something for.
Yeah, you just fly around like the world with no loading screens.
Oh man, you're
What?
asking way too much.
Like please Sega, please make a remake. Shut up and take my money.
give, give them time.
Open world. There are well. Here's the thing. There are a few open world Sonic. They're like sandbox open world. There's a few of them out there. There's like apparently there's like this Unreal. I guess it's this weird Sonic engine. I don't know what it's called, but people have been using it to make stuff with it. It's almost like a Sonic playground type deal, where it's like a bunch of random stuff like bumpers and stuff all over the place. You can just run amok. I don't know if it's like a testing for a game that's coming soon, or but I've been seeing it pop up a couple of times. I don't know what it represents. I don't know. You just have to look it up, but
Hmm.
I don't know what it is. But I've been
Sounds
seeing.
sounds interesting.
But you know what would be crazy though,
What?
and
What?
Sega probably is gonna grab a pen and paper after I say this. So I mean, we've seen Mario Maker. You already know where I'm going with this one.
Uh
Sonic.
I mean, we already got Mega Man Maker, so
There's a
why
Mega
not?
Man Maker. That's a fan game, which I have to check up on that because I haven't checked on it forever.
Neither have
And
I.
then
I have it on I have it on my
and then
laptop,
a
and I just
Sonic
haven't never
Maker.
been
Could you
using
imagine like it'll basically be Roller
Mm,
Coaster Tycoon, but for Sonic, literally at this point.
I mean,
it. Amazing.
if it was
You know what the problem with that is, though. Now that I think about
all
it,
the different gameplay styles.
no, not that. The issue that I have with this is this, because this would be the only time where Sony should be able to get access to it, right? But because Nintendo feels like they own Sonic now, they wouldn't even let that happen because that would be direct competition for Mario.
But oh,
Doesn't matter. And you see how Nintendo treats Sonic. They treat him like a second-rate citizen.
well, he plays in the Olympics with all the other friends. Oh man,
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm
I
saying?
know, I know. I'm messing. I know.
So if it happens, like Sega has to like get the rights away from Nintendo first, and then release it on multiple other consoles. That would be the only way, in my opinion,
I
personally.
mean, besides that, if that would even be a reality one day, what do you guys think about the next like mainline game or anniversary game for that matter? Since it's actually
If
going to be the 30th anniversary, I believe next
I
year.
think if they could make a Sonic Generations 2, that'll be the way to do it.
Okay.
I think Sonic Generations to me right now, like if there was if I was going to say the best game ever, that would probably be it. I mean, Mania I know took it to a whole new level, but I would say that would be like the second game underneath that. That game, as far as a comeback game goes, like you don't get better than that. Like every Sonic game I play, there's always one thing I'm like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, but I love this, I love this. There's always like one quip. I think Sonic Generations was probably the one game I was not mad about nothing. Like
I mean, it was pretty perfect.
it was, and within a long span of time, I was like that. It had everything. Like you couldn't complain about it being a 3D game. You couldn't complain about it didn't have the 2D style because it had both.
Yep.
Like, and you brought back literally every single favorite level everyone wanted. Like you brought back Say Escape in two different ways. I never thought of seeing a revamped version of Say Escape would be so amazing. Of course, you brought back Green Hill Zone. That's like a requirement at this point.
Yeah.
And then and everything else, which and you did the wait, what's it called? Radical Highway.
Yep.
That was cool. I mean, there were just so many different things, and then and all the little Easter eggs you can unlock with the coins, like being able to the supersonic thing and all this stuff. And man,
That should have been a thing. Actually, it was supposed to be all the way back in the original adventure games, but it got scrapped. And actually, if you
yeah,
download the mods for Sonic Adventure and 2 on Steam, you can actually play as Supersonic and all the super forms, but with like mods.
right.
But that's as close as we'd probably get.
Unless they pull like another, if they were smart, they can do they can re-release since everyone and this is their way of jumping on the bandwagon with everyone else. They can do a Sonic Mega Collection again, a similar thing.
Another one?
Something just sim. I mean, let's be honest here. Everyone's been recycling the idea of making these remaster collections and stuff.
Oh
If
yeah,
they
yeah.
did something similar to that, but I wouldn't want it though, honestly, because I feel like that'd just be a second generations game at that point. They might as well just make generations two.
Oh, and for everybody watching right now at home, and you wondering why I keep stroking at my facial hair, it's because I'm trying to figure out how long it's gotten since I haven't shaved in a while because I'm being lazy.
I don't know. I get a weird itchy thing, but I'll get in that later about that. But I'm I,
Yeah, you and me both.
but
Struggle is
I'm
real.
trying to figure out what I was going to ask Josh here another question.
What's up?
I just couldn't think what it was at the moment.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna ask a
Go
question.
for it. Shoot.
So, uh, aside from all the Sonic stuff that you've been mostly recording on and stuff, anything you've been playing in your leisure lately?
Nah,
Oh,
I know what game you've been playing. I know what game he's been playing.
Uh,
The Get Wrecked game.
I've been playing a handful of different games um, in my spare time. Um, Honestly, I have to say the most challenging one was definitely it's been Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice from FromSoft.
Yeah.
Very
Uh,
rewarding.
Get Wrecked, Souls Game Edition.
Man, it's Ninja Soul game. It's like Ninja Gaiden and Dark Souls had sex, and that's what happened.
And the whole reason I never played the actual Souls games was because once upon a time there was one that came out that was called Demon Souls.
That was the
And
original one.
and I played that, and I almost broke my TV, for all intents and purposes. And after that, I vowed to never play any games similar to that for as long as I live, and
Oh,
that changed,
you know me.
thankfully.
You
Oh,
know me.
you should watch
No,
me play.
you
Like
know me. No, as
it,
far as rage games go, there's a lot of them out there.
it was an experience, though.
You should check out Game I Want to Be the Guy. You should check that out when you get a chance.
No, no, he
You
shouldn't.
should check that out.
No, nobody should ever check that
There's
game
a
out
couple of them out
unless they
there.
want to make Rage their life. Just, like that's a life-altering decision to play that game.
Yeah, I'd rather not have a free trip to the ER. Thank you very much. Nah, I'm good.
Man,
Oh
Uh,
man, so good. Oh man. So before we cut out of here, Josh, is there anything you want to say to the people out there in YouTube lands?
um, Nothing in particular, no. If you guys would be interested, please be sure to check out my channel, and who knows, maybe you'll like what you see and stick around.
Yeah, I definitely, I'll definitely say this: the last video that I had the chance of yours to actually sit down and watch was when you were playing Fighter Z, and the only thing I could think was I need to introduce you to our homeboy Mezzo. You think you're good now? Mezzo makes you feel like you're terrible at fighting games sometimes. Like, and that's saying something considering I play against Jank all the time, who I think just fell asleep on
no, I
camera.
didn't fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep. Actually, me and Josh played Fighter Z before. He already knows there's a bunch of crazy. Like, we played Fighter Z
Mm-hmm.
about like a month or two ago. Actually, we played it. It was me, him, and Goat were playing online.
Oh, nice.
I'll say this: I'll say this. I'm good at Fighter Z, but Mezzo is pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Disgusting's not even the
But I
word.
can beat Mezzo though. But the only reason why I beat Mezzo because I troll him. As far as combos go, his combo strings are a lot more crazier than me. I will say that. Like his tagging in and out and all that is more better. Is a lot better than me. I just have good. The
Yeah,
only reason why I can
he's pretty amazing
beat
at that.
Mezzo is my weird fundamentals. That's really what beats him is the fundamentals and the troll stuff.
Hmm.
It's not really my combos unless I get what's his name. That's unless I get Jiren or freaking Base Goku. But Base Goku doesn't care about nothing, so that's a different story.
I mean, we've all learned by now that base Goku is cheating.
But he's the
But
weakest
anyway,
character in the game. That's the funny thing. Next to Ginyu and everyone else.
sure, Vince, sure.
That's not what the tier list is.
let, let me reinfer what I've always said about tier lists. They don't matter to me. What I see is what matters. And most people who make tier lists are idiots.
Man,
But with that being said, as I've just probably angered half of the FGC with that last statement,
about a quarter of them.
we're gonna cut out of here. Uh, be sure to check out Azure4Sure on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to us here at Source U. Uh, Anything that you guys want to see us do, review, play, any YouTubers you want to see us try to interview, feel free. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know. That being said, though, I've been Surge. He's been a very extra salty boy, Jank. And he's a Zoro for sure. And we are out of here.